Oh.
What in the face? Wait a minute. Oh, I can see. Yes, that's it.
Hey beautiful, hey handsome, and welcome back to my channel once again. If you're new here, thank you so much for stepping by, and I hope you subscribe to the channel. If you've been coming here back and forth, I really do appreciate your support. So in today's video is going to be some of the things that have helped me to grow my hair longer and healthier. When I'm sharing with you these tips, what I'm looking most into is the health of your hair other than the growth of your hair. Well, I might just say both of the spectrums, both growing your hair longer and also growing your hair healthy. So some of the questions that I'm going to try and answer as I give you some of the tips that have helped me to grow my hair longer are some of the questions that I had posted a poll on my Instagram and asked you guys questions. And of course, also coming from the last video I had done, which I'm going to attach somewhere up here or up here for you guys, and you can go ahead and see what we did on that video. But I'm going to be answering most of the questions that I have gotten through my IG platform, as well some of my YouTube comments I've seen. And so yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Number one tip is going to be cleansing your hair. When I talk about cleansing your hair, I mean you have to detoxify your scalp and as well as your hair follicles. The best products to use for cleansing your hair are of course your shampoo. Make sure that it's a good shampoo that has a good lather, because again, you do not want to strip your hair in the process of shampooing your hair. Also go ahead and use your clarifying clay, like for example the Rasul clay or the bentonite clay, if that is of interest to you. Shampooing excessively, like over and over again, tends to dry out your hair. So please, as you shampoo your hair, do it every other week so that you are able to alternate between shampooing and doing a co-wash. I said the benefits of shampooing your hair are that you're going to have your pores are going to be open and clean, because most of the time when you style your hair you tend to have product buildup. So clarifying your scalp and also like shampooing your hair is going to help with getting rid of the buildups. Don't shampoo your hair, you're also going to have product buildups, which is equal to definitely your dandruffs. That's where they come from if you don't know. So now you know. Clarifying your hair is going to also help reduce the chances of you getting alopecia, which is also your follicles are very clogged, or the dandruffs and stuff. So hence being too dry, flaky hair, unhealthy hair, and then your hair eventually falling out. If you clarify your hair or detoxify your hair, you are also going to get rid of skin irritability, because most of the time a lot of dirt sitting in one place causes itchiness and all that gooey stuff. Tip number two. The tip number two I have for you is moisturize your hair. Now this is where I have a lot of questions from you guys. There are things that I have learned along the way in line of moisturizing, and so one of the things that I have learned is that your water is really important. What you take in is what manifests in the outside. It's just like the law of attraction. So drink your water, and also make sure that you're spraying some water here and there on your hair. The second thing I did about moisturizing hair is I shared with you guys my fenugreek recipe for leave-in conditioner, which I've been absolutely loving, because fenugreek not only helps you to restore moisture, it's also increasing your manageability to make it easier for you to manage your hair. Another thing I would say is you have to use your creams and your oils. For me, what works for me is my hair procedure is basically one, after washing my hair, I go through leave-in conditioner and then my moisturizer, which is the curling cream, and then I do my oil. So for example, my creams, I do use Baby Cantu, Sheer Moisture, Natural Hair Beauty Shop, Miale, you name it. All those creams, they are all good, but all depends on how you use them, which is what gives you the results that you do get. So After applying my leave-in conditioner, after applying of course my curling cream, I do go in with my oil. Now the sealing oils are also really important. So for me, the oils that work for me for sealing my hair are jojoba oil or almond oil, or shea butter, or sometimes if it's too cold like now and I feel like my hair is too dry and needing a little bit more of TLC, I do go for Jamaican black castor oil. Moisturizing your hair will enable the sebum to travel from the roots of your hair to the tips of your hair. So putting good moisturizer in and enough moisturizer for your hair is going to enable the sebum to travel faster through your coils, kinks and curls to your ends of the hair. Tip number 3. For me, tip number 3 is something that has a lot of controversies, where some people say, oh, trim your hair after every 3 months, trim your hair after every 1 year, trim your hair after every... Well, I do say for myself, what works for me is I trim my hair when my hair needs trimming. Of course, we know it's been winter, it's been dry, your hair is more prone to damage than during summer, for example. So when it comes to trimming, there's no like length to check on, like this is the match you need to get. You're only getting rid of the damaged end. Just have a specific scissor that you use only on your hair. Another thing I'll say is I do not have like a specific time to which I trim my hair. I do my trims if I feel like my ends are just like the way overdue and they're destroyed and they need like a little bit of a TLC and I need some hair to grow really well. And especially now that I'm trying to retain length, I'm not trimming a lot. So you might also want to try and do the same. So when it comes to how long do you need to trim your hair or how short do you need to trim your hair, I'll say there is no formula. You can either choose to go to a hairstylist who can help you to trim your hair very well, but if you know what you're doing, like me who does like everything from home, then you only need to take out what is destroyed. Also, I do sleep on a silk bonnet, which I'll also try and attach to this video, and I feel like that also helps you to retain moisture in your hair as well as protect your style during the night. Also, if you do not like bonnets and stuff like that, I would also advise to invest in a good satin pillowcase, because satin is good to your skin and it's also going to protect your hair through the night. And if you sleep like I do, or some of us do, or you know that club, okay? Another tip that I would like to share, which is the last one, is that you use healthy hair products. Now, we usually say natural hair products. There's some products that are natural, but then they're not healthy for you. And as we do all know, sometimes I might be taking aspirin, for example, and you're allergic to aspirin. It's the same principle. So for me, I would say the things that do work for me would not work for you. And that said, it's good for you to determine products that do work for your hair type. For example, if it's too dry, if you apply products and you feel like it's itchy, if you apply products and you feel like your hair, it doesn't feel like it's been taken good care of, those are products that you need to try and look into and try and change, because maybe at the end of the day, they're the reasons why you are not having a healthy hair growth. You try and whip in something that will only work for your hair type, because at the end of the day, I might be having a 4C hair, you might be having a 4C hair, but the same products might not be working for both of us, because porosity is very important thing that I also cover in another video altogether. Drinking water, and I don't know how much I can explain this, but girl, I'm also struggling, but we are on the same train, okay? Over time, I've learned about a hormone called DHT, which is the hormone responsible for your hair loss. Now, DHT can be stimulated by a lot of sugar intake. These sugars from the cokes, the chocolates, the natural, the normal sugar that we put into our tea and our porridge and everything, promotes the production of insulin, and insulin stimulates the production of DHT. DHT is the hormone responsible for alopecia. DHT is the reason as to why you are losing your hair. DHT hormone is what we are all trying to keep away from us. Drink your water, do your exercise, and try and use things like again, fenugreek is responsible for reducing or suppressing the effect of the DHT. So meaning if you have been losing hair and again you use your fenugreek in any different recipe, like for example the leave-in conditioner or anything like that, or your teas, then you're going to suppress the production of DHT. This hair is something that we are all born with, but this hair is something that we do not all have a manual on how to take care of it. So we learn along the way, we make mistakes, but along the way as we make the mistakes, we try and learn on better ways to take good care of the mane, so that we are all representing our natural beauty in our authentic self. So I do appreciate you guys, and I do love you so much, and thank you so much for the support that you've been giving me this far. I really do love it, and I hope that you found this video important, you found useful information in this video, and that you can share it with other people who are also looking into growing their hair. I love you guys, and until the next one, I'll see you. Bye bye.